Okay, guys, I've been reading this book here, Quentin Tarantino and Philosophy. And these are one of those books, there's a bunch of them out there, you know, the philosophy of Star Wars, philosophy of X-Files, philosophy of whatever, where they kind of do a quasi-academic study of a artist's body of work, and it's kind of dig beneath the surface and kind of get a cohesive framework to it. So this is fascinating stuff. If you're a fan of movies, pop culture, Quentin Tarantino, anything like that, philosophy in general, just check it out. Quentin Tarantino and Philosophy. Okay, speaking of Quentin, I've been listening to this non-stop since seeing the movie, Inglourious Basterds, the soundtrack. Now, most of the tracks on there are by the famous Italian composer, the maestro, Ennio Morricone. Now, Ennio is, excuse my Italian, by the way, I am Italian, but I speak it about as well as the Brad Pitt character in Inglourious Basterds. But he is a composer who's been around since the 50s doing stuff, since the 60s doing movies, the 40 to 50 spaghetti westerns in Italy, and most of those are where the music comes from that Quentin uses. Now, he also composed two great American scores that you may have heard music from. The Mission, this is a phenomenal score. Now, this was Oscar nominated in 1986, and 1987 for Brian De Palma's The Untouchables. And that is a score that is famous for its just rousing overture and maybe the best sad death music ever created this side of Elmer Bernstein, you know, during Sean Connery's death scene. Just masterful stuff. Also, Ennio was famous for, and you know, still is, for Italian Giallo scores as well. He did a lot of those, including one of my favorites here. This is Forbidden Photos of a Lady Above Suspicion, a really sexy erotic thriller, sort of a semi-giallo. Now, speaking of sexy Italian erotic thrillers that Ennio did the score for, this score right here, I just love this thing. It's Assalto Naturale. Now, this is a movie that it's a rarely seen erotic thriller that I happened to catch in a film screening at a festival somewhere on a rarely found 35mm print they had. So you probably will never see it, but I gotta tell you, if you get a chance, check it out. Assalto Naturale. Pick up the score if you can find it. And this movie contains one of the hottest threesomes that, you get the picture. Okay, anyways, there you go. The Quentin and Ennio connection. Today's Pop Culture Ramble. Have a great week, everyone.